Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Agents of Chaos Gaming, where order comes to die and chaos reigns. We are continuing our run of War for Cybertron, and I am man with the controller in the hand, Crunch, and I've got QB.
War. What is it good for?
Making a lot of fucking video games, that's what.
Yeah.
And we have our newest recruit for the Chaos Realm, Noble.
Hello, I exist.
And Scotty is also here. He is just currently AFK looking into food, but I'm sure he will return shortly.
I'm hungry. They're not here.
Oh, there he is.
What did you say?
I literally came in and said, I'm just going to shut up whilst I talk. I went downstairs and they never told me they left. I could have ordered food about an hour ago.
Oof, that's always fun. But yeah, we are continuing on with the Decepticon half of the campaign, Fuel of War, where we get to play with the jets. And for this one, I'm going to take in Thundercracker.
Damn right.
Because his turret is infinitely
taking care of dogs.
What did you say? I talked over you.
I said bad movie plots and taking care of dogs.
Anxious to prove themselves worthy of the Decepticon name, Starscream and his minions fly to Cybertron. There, they must reconnect the Energon bridge that will enable Megatron to capture more Dark Energon and conquer the Autobots once and for all.
Which is sad because technically Thundercracker and Skywarp are far more competent than Starscream ever is.
Of course.
Skywarp can teleport. Starscream can't teleport. Starscream just becomes a ghost because he has too much baggage.
Several Autobots up ahead. Jetfire must have warned Zeta Prime and moved.
If anything, that's his biggest. That's the only thing special about Starscream is he has so much baggage because his unfinished business is he wants to lead the Decepticons.
Megatron out. That imbecile thinks I'm expendable. Me?
So he'll never die because he'll never lead the Decepticons.
What is that?
An Autobot probe. We should avoid it to prevent detection.
Like that puny probe could stop me. Blast them and get on.
Oh, so this is how you can cheese this mission: to stay in vehicle mode. You get infinite ammo. How you're not going to abuse that?
Cybertron's interior.
Yeah, basically.
You're as boring as
The one thing I hate about the multiplayer is they give you limited ammo in the vehicle mode. Like, you bastard, you've robbed us of the only thing that was good about the Seekers in the campaign. And the fact that Starscream comes with an Norway, which is the best sniper in the game.
So it's a
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that thing. Big.
Power conduits along the floor should direct us to its power
It's
source.
also got the most zoomed in scope, and even a fucking chest shot is a one hit kill, not just a headshot.
Yep. I always use the gear strut because
The power core.
who doesn't love throwing murder frisbees?
I usually tend to go Skywalk in this mission though, because he has the cloak.
Oh, I was referring to multiplayer, my bad.
Oh,
In
I actually never
multiplayer,
did.
Always the gear shredder. The murder
I never
frisbee.
played the multiplayer for War. I only played for Fall.
Yeah, I'm talking about fall. Multiplayer for war sucks.
This is Zeta Prime.
I usually use the glass cannon, I think it's called, or the glass.
Yeah, the glass cannon. The I forget what I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It comes in one of the weapon packs, and then I think there's the the black hole grenade. I can't remember. I think they called like the void grenade or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Decepticons incoming!
I love it, like, Zeta Prime's like, all Decepticons are to be shot on sight. Zeta Prime out. Tosses grenade. Well, none of you will get a chance to shoot.
I suggest we proceed with caution.
You served your purpose.
You serve your purpose as cannon fodder.
Yeah.
You fool.
So this is a weapon that Thundercracker is handed to, or at the beginning of this mission. It's a Energon Repair Ray. This is more useful when you're actually playing in co-op, so I'm just going to pitch that. I know it technically does damage enemies as well, but
it's very minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the brainy one, Thundercracker.
It's so minor that Megatron thought it was a friend from work. That's a callback.
There we go.
I actually think there's a one of the comics, I think it's, damn it, what was it called? It's the one where Megatron has like he looks like a gladiator. I think there's like a third party toy of him. I can't remember what comic, like the actual storyline's called again.
I think I know the one you're talking about, I just don't remember the name.
Because I know the Optimus and that is the third party is like Optus Pectus or something like that. It's like, yeah, his basic, he literally is just a tank and you can equip like a shovel in front and it's just his mining form.
Oh, the barrel. I love getting headshots in this game. It's just their face just goes bye bye.
Yeah. Well, because they're robots, so it's not gore.
I know, it's great. Ugh, these guys.
Decepticons, seal the door!
You know what?
Decepticons, close the blast doors, close the blast doors! Open the blast doors, open the blast doors!
I know, right?
Find another way in.
So yeah, one thing which we haven't mentioned about this game is, for gameplay mechanics, is that every character has two different abilities. There's the one on the left side, which for Thundercracker is a dash, which I love. This makes me so happy as a action gamer, or character action gamer. And then there's one on the right side, which charges up from picking up the little shards that enemies drop when you murder them. And for Thundercracker, it's a turret that can see cloaked enemies, which will become important later.
That's a surprise tool we'll use later.
Meanwhile, if you're playing a Skyward on this mission, you'd have a mini cloak, which is essentially you becoming the cloaker.
Yep.
It can't be that bad.
I was a little disappointed they never gave us Bonehead heads in the multiplayer. Where's my rock turtle? There he is. You blend in really well with your surroundings. I can understand why you're a big hero now. I walked right past you and didn't even notice it.
Ow! Hey, first death in the game. Because I got shot by Rocketeers behind me. But that was also a checkpoint, so let's see what happens. Okay, good.
I need help.
Rev up those fryers.
Just what I
Bunch cheating the system.
Slightly, I guess. Let's go this way.
We're getting close. The next entrance is just on the far side of this canyon.
Do the thing, Rock Turtle.
And this is why I turned around to go backwards for the health, because I knew this was coming. I was like, oh, I need help.
I'm just listening to Noble's commentary. I'm just like, I know what he's fighting, and it's like, oh, the good old days of Dawn Planet.
Yeah.
Here we see the mighty rock vagina hiding in its cavern.
You know, we need to actually, we should record some of that after this channel, just us fucking around in Dauntless.
More than
We should title the epic. We should title it "The Return of the Breath Dish."
target the mortars first.
In the channel, the final game.
I'm not explaining. I'm not explaining that. You guys can.
As crazy as I am.
Just blast it. Breaks like
We can introduce the fans to our good pal Brett.
I I would really like us playing Dauntless would be basically, here's 3 of us that have played enough of this game to know what we're doing, and then carrying QB.
I'm sorry, I
mean, QB early. Dauntless early is quite easily.
The problem now is we have to go to the baby island because if he joins us, we'll have to go to the baby island. But that just means that we can just proceed our shit and just start leveling it up naturally alongside him.
That's true.
I still wish they didn't change the leveling thing, because doing this whole grinding the thing off and then converting your thing into an item, then having to go back and forth and back and forth.
Prestige your thing like 7 times just to get all the perks is kind of annoying.
I just like the thing of, okay, you killed enough of this behemoth, you can now upgrade the sword.
I hate this part about it.
Same.
Oh yeah, no, that part sucked ass. I was almost always
Oh yeah, one thing I should have mentioned with the jets is that they have 2 different weapons in this vehicle mode. It was lock-on missile launchers and guns.
The blast doors are open! Quickly! Watch out for those rocket snipers! Enough of this nonsense! We'll bring
There's my lad.
down from the inside!
I hate going on the inside in this mission, because I always seem to get one shot.
I'll be honest, I just learned you could go inside right now.
How did you do this before?
I was doing what you were doing right now the entire time until I guess I did have to go in there eventually, but that was after I murdered everyone. I ended this mission walking into a ghost ship. That's how effective it was.
I mean, yeah, sitting around on the outside and just shooting at everything from there does work pretty well.
Yeah,
and then we have an enemy using an overshield.
Right off.
Yeah, that guy using an overshield can be a dick in your first playthrough.
Hello?
Hello there.
Just execute him point blank. You know, it'd be kind of funny if you could interrupt your EMP shotgun reloads reload.
An EMP shotgun interrupting an EMP shotgun interrupting an EMP shotgun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a lot of other shooters, like with the shotguns, you can interrupt them mid-reload and just start firing them again. For this one, you have to actually like let the animation play out. Yeah, those guys are one of the reasons why EMP grenades are so good, because it blows their overshield off and just let loose.
I think also a melee hit destroys the overshield instantly for them. And there's a dark energy on charge.
That's a fun mission that I'll never do.
Perhaps, Starscream. But have you considered an escape route for us?
Try the upper deck! Hurry!
Open sesame.
Yeah. Gotta flash through that surprise robot wall's mouth.
Also, I love this back and forth between the speakers here. It's just so much snark.
Well, I think the Seekers are kind of like us in a sense, where it's like we've known each other for so long. They spent millions of years on that station together, so they probably were just like, we're sick and tired of each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no.
You can't tell, Crunch, but I'm sticking a middle finger up to all of them.
Nope. I don't see anything.
I should have left you two on the
Fuck those cloakers! Fuck them!
Oh no, we gotta get that viewpoint noise that they always make from Payday.
Oh yeah. Or whatever that sound was.
Well, that noise. I've not played Payday, but I've watched enough Russian Magic to know that noise.
Right.
I didn't even realize cloakers were a thing in Payday, but I didn't play it as much as I got. Or maybe they added those after I started playing it.
That's probably what happened, more than likely. Knowing our luck.
But then we had like that short stint where we were like messing around with it, and then we completely quit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because nothing worked because the crossplay sucked ass.
It wasn't even the crossplay; it was just the multiplayer on Xbox One was just janky for some reason.
Well, no, because it was crossplay because you were playing with me on the 360. Because this was before I got my Xbox One.
I thought we were playing it both playing it on Xbox One. No, it
was you and Tony on the Xbox One, and I was on the 360.
I honestly didn't even realize crossplay was a thing in that game.
I think it was just over the generations. I think that's what it was.
I thought we were all on the one by then. Testing that. Ah, memories of days old. Yeah, now we got ourselves a little null ray sniper section, which is kind of fun.
God damn, some of these missions are fucking ridiculous.
Bye-bye. Ammo crate here somewhere. I know there's, the game's like aiming at me to go over there. It was like, I recently redid this mission on hard, and my gosh, this is annoying.
I just learned I was being a horrible friend.
What do you mean, Grunge? You just play Starscream and just snipe snipers.
Yeah.
Because no matter what difficulty you play on, a headshot is still a headshot.
Yeah, but Thundercracker's blue.
Well, again, I also like having being able to dash around off the overshield.
Yeah. Yeah, but Thundercracker's blue.
That's also true.
That was basically my mindset was, I like Thundercracker, he's the blue one. He reminds me of Armada Starscream after he gets his upgrades right before he dies. Depression. Supposedly they're making an Armada Starscream figure for the Legacy line. So that'll be...
Hopefully it's better than the Generations Armada Starscream.
There's the Thrilling 31 with the fucking clear plastic energy sword that got remodeled into Big Axis.
Freaking nice, my gosh. Like, what's worse sniper-wise? These guys are Jackals.
Halo 2 Jackals specifically.
Yes.
Legendary Halo 2 Jackals. Specifically.
Those infant bastards.
I'm sorry, Rock Turtle.
Were they just too racist to you? Did they turn the racism on you, Crunch?
Now the problem was, so Jackals in Halo 2 on Legendary are like perfect shots. Like they will basically headshot you.
You know the meme of, oh, this is how Master Chief is in the books versus the game? Jackals in Halo 2 are like Master Chief in the book.
Ow! Speaking of it, damn it.
You're effectively wearing armor made out of tin foil if you're fighting a Jackal sniper in Halo 2.
Okay, let's get up an array and try this again, shall we?
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No, it's not. Not even remotely.
It bugs me that it's not mounted onto the side of their arms, but I understand why.
Oh, the null ray?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's true, because in the old cartoon they...
However, the fact that each one of them does have a different weapon is canonically accurate. Only Starscream is supposed to have null rays, but the fact that they didn't want to make new animation designs for the other guys besides just recoloring Starscream, they all had null rays.
That was just a matter of applied physics.
Thundercracker a nerd?
I mean, he's the one who's literally writing, like, things for Hollywood, so I'd say yes.
That just always heard that, like, it's all a matter of applied physics. I'm like, hello?
Thundercracker is a nerd, yes. He is the scientist of the group.
It is sad, seeing as he slowly became basically a dog, he became a dog dad who just wants to write movies. Oh my god, he's a nerd who writes fan fiction and takes care of his dog. Thundercracker is me.
The battery casing is opening.
What? Oh, you fucking weird photon beetle. That dude's never hurt.
Nice out like crazy time.
Oh, how you're just over there and took out all the enemies over, yet there's enemies over there now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And it's
I wish
mostly
I picked up the Thundercracker figure from Fall of Cybertron when that figure came out, because that was such a nice figure.
I mean, I didn't mind the Seeker mold from Siege / Earthrise, it's just the paint chipped way too much on it.
Whoops. Forgot.
The only issue I had with it is the fact that the only way to get normal Jet Thundercracker was in a 2-pack with Skywarp. And I didn't want a 2-pack for one figure.
That's worse.
Right?
Yeah, essentially nowadays, if you want to get all the Seekers, it's usually Starscream's
Starscream always by himself, and then everybody else comes in a box.
Well, I mean, of course Starscream has to be by himself. His ego's too big to let anyone else fit in the box with him.
Yeah. To the point where I made a joke, because there was, because I'm on a Transformers shit posting page, because of course I am. And they were posting a thing where it was from an episode of G1, where it was, Skywarp and Starscream talking to each other. One panel, it's the same panel, so one of them is from the original release and one's from the fixed animation. The first one shows Starscream talking to Skywarp, and the other one shows Starscream talking to Starscream. And I said what everyone else sees for the first one, and what Starscream sees for the second one. Because all the speakers are just Starscream to him. He's just got a weird personality disorder. Oh, sweet baby Ray, this is great. 2 rock turtles, and I need to hurt things with hurt rock things.
There we go, finally.
These tunnels were decommissioned long ago.
I frickin'
I just
stuck under that drop bridge.
Take cover! Wait! That's not Autobot weaponry!
Interesting. I've never seen these life forms before.
Who cares? If they get in my way, blast them!
I will not be doing that. They don't do anything. I mean, they hurt if you run into them, which I was trying to avoid doing, but oh well.
Oh yeah, the Cybertronian wildlife, which we never see again.
Also, the concept of Cybertron having wildlife is weird.
Well,
I mean, what they actually are is that... Yep.
Because in this continuity, it makes sense.
Ow.
This is the Aligned continuity, which has the 13 primes. One of which being Onyx Prime, the first Transformer with a beast mode, where all beasts and essentially where all wildlife and beast form Transformers originating. There's also Micronus Prime, who is the first Minicon. Alpha Trion, Weeds Maximo, Megatronus, Solus Prime, the one who made all the weapons, Prima, the first Prime. There's a Combiner Prime, I think his name is Nexus Prime. There's everybody's favorite character from Transformers Cybertron, Vector Prime.
Oh yeah, him, the clock guy.
Yeah.
The old dude.
Skywarp, afraid.
At least I'm not ugly.
I love that line. It's like,
ugly. What are you supposed to say? I know, right? Yeah, cloakers are obnoxious, but I wouldn't say they're like horrible considering you can see them with the glow of the plasma cannon they're charging.
Yeah, it's like Halo 1 Invisible Elite.
Yeah.
the crunch, what those octopus things are kind of despoil the plot of this, but do you mind?
It's an old game.
They're essentially the antibodies for Primus. They detect something's inside Cybertron and they're looking to eliminate it.
Yeah, they're basically white blood cells.
That makes sense, yeah.
Since of course this is the
Transformer version of cells at work is a lot more intriguing than the anime. Because everything's a robot.
Of course.
I can just imagine the Transformers and the stellar cells at work. Here's the Transformers version of cancer. Here's the cancer cell. Feel sympathy for him.
I mean, that's basically what Megatron is.
I'm gonna say it's like Decepticons might as well be like cancer cells almost. At least some of them.
Especially Megatron, especially in this where he gets the Dark Energon. The Dirk Energon.
Excuse me, Starscream, your ass is in my way.
The station is
Damn right it is.
There must be another terminal deeper underground.
You know you like it. It always, but like, are you on a time trial thing right now?
No.
Okay, stop speeding for a second. Notice how the back of your jet is just the Decepticon logo? When you're not speeding?
Huh. Ow. I kind of picked a bad spot to stop there, but...
Yeah.
Huh.
Which is, you know, great for a guy who was an Autobot. That anytime he's in vehicle mode, his ass is just the Decepticon logo.
The station is only showing power levels of 50%. There must
I never noticed that.
Which now makes the joke of, well, where was Megatron looking when he made the Decepticon logo? Because originally it's designed to be Soundwave's head, but they've over-engineered his head so much over the years.
It's actually supposed to be Soundwave's head?
Yeah, the Decepticon logo is Soundwave's head, and the Autobot logo is Prowl's.
Huh.
This can only help.
God, I'm only like not even halfway to the amount of damage I gotta do. Good lord.
Then of course we get into guys like Tarn who literally took a Decepticon symbol and welded it to his face.
Well, that's because of bad things.
Yeah, I'm glad they don't. I would like this to have something to do with the DJD, but knowing what they do, yeah, they can't really put that in any kind of games, any kind of product meant for kids.
I'm just happy a third-party company made the dude when I'm a third chair because I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, that's one of the DJD. There's also one that turns into a table that literally dismantles whoever's put on it to figure out how they work.
It's just everybody else. I turn into this cool vehicle. I turn into this. I turn into a sniper rifle. What do you turn into? I turn into a chair.
That electrocutes people.
Ow, damn it.
Yeah, but it's like I turn into this cool tank thing. I turn into this. I turn into that. I'm a tank. I'm a chair. God, I wish I could just open all these fucking cores at once and not have to do the individual rarities.
This section I remember. This part took me a while to get through when I was doing it.
That robot had a family front. How did that make you feel?
You could argue a lot of these have families. They're all going to die.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Shotgunners. So much.
It's out of pocket, but you're not wrong.
Ow! I was trying to go for the EMP grenade. Yeah, the problem is this room is full of shotgunners with overshield.
Yeah.
Which is why my usual tactic for this room is clear out one side quickly, get one of the ion cannons, and then go to the other side and clear that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get the ion cannon. In the butt here. Get up there, grab it.
Also, not gonna lie, I played most of this game in vehicle mode because the guns were superior. Now, who is the leader of the Seekers, bitch? God. That would be a great weapon for a just random Decepticon just walking around with a giant turret for an arm.
I could totally see that too. That'd be hard.
Yeah. I can totally see it too. I totally plan on using that idea for the Transformers RPG. Whenever it comes out.
Shit, die. Okay. Okay, good. I did not take the Energize Cube. That was lucky. Woo!
Which, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually plan on using all of Cybertron as like part of the loosely inspired by Fall of Cybertron is for my Transformers RPG campaign.
Oh, I forgot I can't dash while I've got that thing on. Lame, but whatever. Yeah, so this is why EMP grenades are awesome. It stuns them, throws them in the air, and basically makes them real estate.
Also, the thrown in the air reminds me of what you told us about the Devil Trigger for the DMC unit.
Oh yeah, for the Ninja Theory DMC, yeah. Kind of like that.
Oh, this area. Oh.
Yeah, this area sucks as well.
This puzzle was just bleh.
Yeah, it's not really that great of a puzzle.
Wow, Starscream. That was impressive.
Silence, fool! We need to supply these side terminals with their energon power cells.
And it just teleports you to the power cells.
Looks like the Autobots have locked these power cells down.
Quickly, destroy the locks.
Because this forces you to go through each step instead of like, I know how this puzzle works, I can go solve it first. No, it forces you each individual little bit.
Yeah, I hate it when games do that. It's like, I get it, okay, you design these specific, like, certain ways, but like, come on. Yeah, basically for this one you gotta do all this, and you have to find these things, and also Why?
Give me that shield.
You will not deny me this overshield.
Not exactly aerodynamic.
You will not deny me my right on the throne, on the Decepticon throne. Oh wait, wrong character. I mean, where's my dog? I have movie scripts to write.
That's a thing for him. That's just so funny to me. Lego the power cells, and then... Yeah, once you know how to do this, it's just kind of like whatever.
Everyone else having fun? I'm having fun. You having fun?
The side terminals are showing power levels of maximum.
Yeah, now let us push the button.
I think my other favorite thing, though, is Starscream basically has a human handler because he's a giant, or not Starscream, Thundercracker has a human handler because he's a giant fucking robot.
Well, of course.
His human handler is, so you guys know G.I. Joe, right?
Yeah.
So, it's Flint's daughter.
I am detecting an unknown energy signature nearby.
Is his handler.
Then we are close. The energon
There's a scene in the comics, I don't remember which one it is, but Thundercracker is supposed to be working on, I think he's supposed to be working on his book or something, and instead of doing that, He's sitting there looking at pictures of puppies on his tablet.
Also, fuck this part of the level.
Cybertron is trying to purge itself of contamination. What contamination?
He means us,
I mean,
idiot.
Yeah.
You idiot!
This is probably going to be the part that's going to keep me stuck more than anything. This section.
I love how it expects you to be playing as Starscream because it goes behind Starscream and puts you into the character you're actually playing.
I'm assuming that probably the game mostly just expects you to be playing whoever the main.
Oh yeah, exactly. They expect everybody to just be the default person or whatever.
No, because I never played Optimus. I always go Bumblebee.
Yeah, I always did Bumblebee just because it was Johnny Young Bot.
It was either Bumblebee or Ratchet, because... And then I just used to go about when someone was just like, I needed that!
I'd play Ratchet if I was playing with people, because I'd be the medic.
Yeah. I always did, it was Bumblebee or Iron Knight.
If I'm playing solo, I'll play Bumblebee. What I'll be doing to get to that section.
Yeah.
So you can't actually break these guns, as far as I'm aware. It takes a lot of bullet fire to do it.
Yeah. Lots and lots of range.
I believe you have to be shooting in front of it. Shooting at the side to get to it. I'm not sure. Then it does this laser bridge thing, which is annoying.
Yeah.
I think we have an overshield, so I got some extra.
It also doesn't help that you're shooting in face with the laser that's right above you.
Yeah.
So every time you gotta dodge the one underneath, you're just running into the one above you.
Yeah, this part stinks.
Yeah?
Because I don't think you go, like, fast enough. It sure doesn't feel like it anyway.
Yeah.
You can dodge the beams, it's just you have to know the pattern.
Oh, it's about to get really annoying.
What is it doing now?
Who cares? Just be ready for it.
It's getting salty. Do you not hear it screaming and Well, excuse me, Mr. Robot, would you like some grapes with that vine?
Yeah, now we have lava rocks just like popping out or whatever this is supposed to be. Magma balls.
That's nice.
And now is where it gets annoying.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Because it solid walls both of them. And it spins them. Yeah, the problem is like, what? Ow, ow, ow. Crap, that hurt. Oh, geez. Frankly, I think the devs realized that part's kind of a dick because then they basically give you a free shot to finish the job.
Yeah.
Starscream!
Yeah, there are energon keys that spawn down here.
Decepticons!
So there are ways to heal yourself during that whole thing. It's kind of annoying. They more or less expect you to do this whole sequence of
The machine is out of control!
It must be a side effect of the Dark Energon!
Well, I was like, the jet controls are probably like the best vehicle controls in the game, even if they can sometimes be a little wonky.
We've done it! The Energon bridge is activating!
So they look so slow while they're flying
The
there.
energon bridge is active.
Quiet! Ruining my moment of glory. Soon, my orbital station will be at full power.
Your orbital
Like the thing
station,
from the Ninja Turtles.
Starscream. Surely you mean mine. I see you have finally succeeded in the simple task I gave you. Perhaps you're not as worthless as I thought. Report back to base at once.
They're a cute couple.
They're the original married couple.
Love the fact you got like Soundwave who's just like, why do I have to deal with this?
Now I can
It
introduce
feels so
Dark
bad
Energon
for
into the planet's
Soundwave
core.
because Soundwave should be the rightful second in command, but
should
he
be.
never gets
Shall
the
travel
chance.
with it.
Why I said, why does Megatron keep him around? I know there's like loads of explanations, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, why do you keep him around?
And wipe Zeta
who?
Prime and his
Starscream or
So why does Megatron keep Starscream around? Considering how many times he fucking betrays him,
Betrays him, fucks up the mission. Who knows?
sticks a bomb on his back literally one time.
Yeah, anyway. So for our next mission, we will be jumping back into controlling Megatron and his buddies as they attack Iacon. Because they're looking for something.
And the moral of the story is, guys, the Decepticons were the real heroes.
So yeah, join us for that mission as we attack Iacon. So see you guys next time.
Bye.
Ow. Johnny.